I see. Featured for you. Spotlight, popular videos, live now, filming live streams. All right.
So hey Matt, I'm testing something right now.
Yeah, go for it. Watching now. I'm back on your watching you.
Yeah, we're actually streaming right now to our channel, live behind the scenes, training with Keith and Matt, mornings in the lab.
Okay. All right.
Hi
everybody.
But only to our members.
Okay, good. Hi, members.
So I'm just trying this out here, right? So
yeah, this is awesome. I love this.
Yeah, so only streaming to members. I've never done this before. I actually truthfully don't really know what the hell that I am doing.
That gives me a lot of confidence in my teacher.
So I want to see some. So Matt,
No,
let's
kidding.
go. Let's actually check something out here. So let's go. I'm going to our channel here, and I want to see what are you seeing on the. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, there you go. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Okay, awesome. Okay, so now if I flip to this one here, is that what you're seeing on side of my stream too? No. So how do I end the? Oh, stop sharing that. Okay, good. Okay, so I've stopped sharing. Now all you're seeing is you and me, right? But I want to share screen, allow. Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. So I was gonna share some stuff here. Let's get into Descript. Let's go back there because we were doing some Descript teaching, and then I'll record that while we're talking about it actually. So back to live. Let's share Descript, share. Okay. All right, members community, we are doing some sharing here. Okay, so here's the ads. So what now you were asking, so you had a question about the we talking about workflow. You want to talk about that workflow, like the vertical. Don't get caught up in the fact we're recording this. It's just behind the scenes stuff. So
yeah, that's fine.
You were asking
so
about
I get
vertical.
the idea that I want to start natively in vertical.
Yes.
Go to StreamYard, go to library, download the vertical stream as my native stream, added as a project.
And then are you manually pulling the clips out yourself, or are you using
I am.
Okay,
I'm cutting and pasting.
Okay, so let me show you how to see, I'm learning here about my computer that my computer is going, oh, you're taking too much RAM up. Let me get to right. Let's go home. Mornings in the lab. Let's go to today. Let's go to vertical. No, this is last week. I want to go to, here we go. Vertical. Okay, so here's today's show. Well, actually, you can see me on the, Matt, you're there or not?
I'm here, but I only see you. I don't see anything else.
Do you go to the, no, you're right, because my Roam thing ended.
I have to log into your stream over here on a separate tab?
No, you can, but my Roam crashed, so I'm going to put us back to, I'm sharing it again. There we go.
Okay, I'm still in Roam and seeing you. Now I see your screen and I see you twice. Okay, good. I see you in my Roam and I see you in the bottom of the studio.
Just what I want you to see. Okay, so here's how I would cut up today's vertical show. Okay, so if I was in today's vertical show, I'd go to AI tools and I'd say create clips. That's what I would do. And I'd go find me 5 clips that are 30 seconds long and I'd go submit.
So is this the same in for some reason, I don't know, whatever version of Descript I have, I go through the Underlord and it tells me that I can create clips through him?
It's the same thing. I like you have this AI tools here, right?
Yeah, I've done this before, the create clips thing. I've done this, but I have to go to Underlord first, and then it gives me several options, including creating clips.
So I have Underlord right here in the bottom right corner.
Okay.
Now, if I clip that there, I can do it that way. I guess I'm just old school workflow. I just go here and I ask.
That's fine. I can follow along. I know how to create. I know how to use this create clips.
But this is where I start. I start here because at least so then it tells me it's found something kind of funny and that I can. I find it just saves me time, right? So that's where I start. Now you can obviously ask Underlord to do things, edit this, move that around. And ask it to make things, but here's how I would make clips vertically, and they just happen real quick, super quick and dirty, right? Alternatively, there's also the highlight, right? This is a good one. I'm sorry, find show highlights, right? Which is find highlights. Boom,
right there. You just went by.
Yeah, find the highlights, right? So what I would invite you to do is start weaving in flow openers before you start talking. When I say a flow opener, like a Google Veil opener, like something entertaining to hook the viewer, it works.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been using that the things that you created for me. One I did, which is my logo, and then it goes to a paint explosion. This is kindness rising with the thing exploding. That kind of thing. I have like 3 or 4 of those.
So you enjoy that, and it makes your dopamine feel high. But me as the viewer, I get nothing out of it because it doesn't mean anything to me. What I mean is I want you to hook me in emotionally for 8 seconds to get me to why you want me to listen to you. So I want you to think creatively like a movie scene or like somewhere where you can take me as the viewer 8 seconds in so you can get me to your 9th second.
Okay.
Right. So that's why you're seeing me, because I'm seeing it work. Right. I'm seeing like that emotional hook of that kid that I just showed you. Right. Like I will put that. Like I would not have expected you to actually hold on. Maybe let me show you something. I can show you here real time.
Oh, I see. That's the hook. That's not the video. That's the hook. Your 8-second hook, and then you go to the clip of yourself talking.
Yes. So if you
I understand.
So if
I understand.
There is a let me share with you where I was doing it, where I really saw success with it is like I think actually here's an example of one.
True motherfucking story.
Then
true motherfucking story.
Dad, why are you sad?
I had to fire my best friend today.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Sometimes the hardest things to do in life are the right things. Always be kind.
I have fired a few, right?
I see what you're saying.
Right. People are so used to seeing a fucking person talking to a camera. Flip. If they're not attracted to you, if they think you're too old, if they think that you're just, they're not going to pay any attention to anything you have to say. So if you can get somebody at least 8 seconds in and you can bite with them emotionally to connect to your first message, you got a chance to keep them for another 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to be thinking in 3-second increments. So what's the first 3? What's the second 6? What's the next? And by that 9th second, you got to be there. And then if you can get them to 12, you can get them to 13. Right? Yeah. Average watch times, I'm telling you, man, 12 to 15 seconds.
I know that from my own behavior, right?
We do. We do. What gets caught up and happens, though, we start making content we like. We think that it.
Oh, yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Because I do it all the time, too.
I'm getting a dopamine hit by seeing myself on this cool video where shit's happening. Nobody else gives a shit.
And because, Matt, what's unique to what you and I do, we make so much fucking content.
Right.
Some people don't even do a podcast a week or 2 weeks. You do one a day. You talk
Yeah.
30 minutes
30
every
minutes a
single
day.
day. So you take your 30 minutes and say, okay, 30 minutes. Well, people only want us 15 seconds. Well, that's 4,500 minutes. They didn't want to hear that. So break that down to seconds. What's 4,500 minutes divided by 15 seconds?
I'll tell you what, though, that's amazing because as we were talking about today with the confidence building that's happening with me as I grow, thinking about it that way takes the pressure off. Because if I fuck up that 3 seconds, somebody else is bopping in and they might catch the good 3 seconds. Right?
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. So I have learned that as a hook, right? Which is and I was talking to Carter and Piper about it, like the younger generation. Like I've been able, and I've actually, okay, I'll go back even here too. Let's go back to the YouTube channel. Let's go back to our homepage. I've done the same thing, Matt, with this here. So this video here, same philosophy.
5 a.m. Venice
I don't see
Beach.
it, but-
While
Yeah, I know, but I know the video you're talking about.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, because my Rome crashed.
And I'm in Rome, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I know the video you're talking about.
My point though is that the horizontal one that's running right now, on like the promoting the show, like the 2.5 minute one, it's all 8 seconds, right? So if there's anything that we're being taught, so Grok is 6 seconds. Do you remember Vine? Do you remember early days of social media?
Yeah, I remember Vines. Yeah, sure, of course.
So Vine's back on Grok. The new Vine has essentially been reimagined on Grok as their video feed, their Imagine feed, right? So their videos, I think, are 6 seconds. Veo is 8. Haleo is I think 5 or 8. But there's that.
I know it's Higgsfield. Every video that it creates for me is a 5-second
exactly
video.
Right. So it's incredible how much message and power you can get into a 6 second or 8 second message. It really is incredible, actually. Right. So again,
8 seconds is a long time.
It is
when you think about it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. When you think about it that way, it's a long time to bore somebody too. Flick.
Right.
Flick.
Well, a good example is hold your breath for 8 seconds and see how you feel in 8 seconds. Right.
There you go. Right. So,
to teach that concept.
Yeah. So I really would strongly encourage you to put something entertaining, not that you're not entertaining, but something that'll get somebody drawn in with an emotional reason or entertaining reason to watch the rest.
Yep.
Right. Yep. Right. And then it's not a mundane entry, it's a get right to it.
Yep.
Right.
And as I start getting my confidence, my talking head part of my video, which is, you do your thing and then you're entertaining, right?
Yes.
I've been doing it. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm starting to get that confidence when I stop doing this.
Yes. Well, and I also want to remind you to consider this too. And I've had to keep reminding myself, Matt, we are a live conversation platform. What we are trying to do with the content between the hours when our show is not alive is to bring people back to our live show. It's taken me a long time to learn this and a lot of money figuring it out, but that's what our content is about. Our content is about getting somebody to get right. I want to go tune into Matt or Keith or whatever. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Right.
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 Well, yeah. I think about that when we talked about from the radio show program. I remember when I was a huge Stern fan in the 90s. And it was whatever. I would actually leave my house a half hour early so I could spend time in the car continuing to listen to Howard when I was commuting in DC.
There you go. Yes.
It was intense. Like it was that strong of a pull that I wanted my extra 30 of Howard. So
yeah,
it's interesting idea.
Right. So, okay. So,
all right.
I'm trying to think.
That's good learning right there for sure.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Theoretically, I understand what we're trying to do. We're kind of bouncing around a little bit, chasing the squirrel. We started in YouTube studio. I was moving customization around.
Yeah.
You showed me, I mean, that one click, which I didn't even know existed in the upper left-hand corner to change from horizontal to vertical.
Yep.
Streaming native. I'm just repeating just so
No, this is good though. This is good for me too. For me too.
Stream
Yes.
vertically, or I'm sorry, download vertically and cut my clips in native
Yes.
vertical.
Yes.
Build the hooks 8 seconds, no more than 8 seconds. Get out of my own head. It's not about me. Got to hook the viewer. These are the things that I'm taking away.
Good segue to what I want to teach you next. Thumbnails. So
yeah,
because we're talking vertical, dude, vertical thumbnails that are powerful work real well in shorts because most don't know how to do it because it's kind of a work.
So I don't, and I've struggled with that because like I don't mean to interrupt you.
No,
we're having a conversation, right?
It's good.
So before I even met you, I was doing everything out of my phone. I literally had my phone on a gimbal. I would record a thing, boom, go in, hit send, upload it to YouTube. It's sitting there, but then I couldn't add a thumbnail. And it says you have to do that in the mobile app. And I would go into the mobile app and I had no idea how. And then the only thing it would let me add is some kind of a clip from my stream. It wouldn't let me add a thumbnail on top of it.
It's a pain in the ass. It's actually a pain in the ass. So,
okay. So
the only way that you can edit a thumbnail on YouTube video, and that's why if you can do it, those that don't know how to do it, you're already ahead of them because they see them like, I want to click on that, right? So you can only do it in the mobile app, and you got to go into manage. So not the studio, but the YouTube app.
Okay.
You're going to go to manage videos. Boom.
YouTube app, go to my channel. I don't want to update right now. Thank you. Go to my channel, switch account, Google account, turn on view channel, manage videos. Got it. Shorts.
Click edit. Edit a short.
Edit a short.
Click the hamburger button.
Edit. Got it. Hamburger. Edit. Got it.
And then look at the thumbnail. Look at the pen next to it.
Okay, I do see that. Yeah,
it's the only.
I got that on this.
It's the only way you can do it. Click on it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's true. But then it only allows you to use a clip from that video as your thumbnail. So you have to make sure whatever you put in there is something that you want to be a thumbnail. Because like when I was going straight to my face, it was like, okay, which silly face of mine do I want to be the lead? Even if it's halfway into the video, at least I'm smiling or don't look like a douchebag of some kind because it's a frame from my video. Or which one? Because I'll have captions. Which captions? If someone just saw the caption, would it appeal to them? Right. That's what I had been doing. So this leads into why I have to have a good starting image of my emotional hook, because then that can become a thumbnail for my short.
No, I'm going to show you. So,
okay, you show me.
What you're going to do is make your thumbnail, and then you're going to add it to the end of the video in Descript. It's going to sit in the video at the end of the video.
So take my PNG file out of Canva that I want to make a thumbnail of. And actually make it an image, the last frame of my streaming of my.
So here we go. I'll take the John Jump video that I made, and you'll see here. There's the thumb right there. So watch it.
Good morning, everybody, on the biggest morning show on the planet.
And then that's your thumb as well.
Exactly. So now I want to go to edit it. I grab the slider, drag the slider along the bottom, and I end up on this image right there. And Bob's your uncle. There's your thumbnail.
Got it.
It's the only way you can do it until YouTube changes it up.
Get up, get moving, and join me.
So here's a good example of getting this to Keith, right? Like, look, and now we're teaching right now. So here we go. So I'm going to show the whole 30 seconds.
Get up, get moving, and join me and Keith for Mornings in the Lab.
4 seconds. Boom. Is Keith sitting there with John flying in?
He's flying in.
John, will you play with me?
True fucking story.
Maybe a little
Good
longer,
morning,
but
everybody, on the biggest morning show on the planet.
When you, like, out of that entire video, there are 4 seconds of your live stream.
That's it.
All the rest is just VAO clips, one after another with stuff going on.
Because you know what? I hate to say it.
I agree. I understand. I understand it. Go ahead.
People want to be entertained.
It is.
And
So
it's
interesting.
attention.
So I was thinking about what we talked about. I was actually in the shower. I just took a shower before I joined in here.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that whole idea of creating a series of static posts using the eat. I'm going to eat your lunch or whatever. And I was thinking about adding the 5th letter E. So it's eat, E-E-A-T-E, and the last E is entertain. Right?
I can't disagree with you. Yeah.
Expertise, it's experience, authenticity, T is trust, and the last E is entertain.
You know what? I love that, and I would adopt that as making a difference for us as part of us, actually.
Yeah.
Because, man,
if it's not entertaining, no one's going to get to experience, expertise, authority.
So
I'll
true. No, it's so
authenticity,
true.
Trust.
Like, if you have no reason, I don't know. I think I sometimes take it for granted, but with the amount of time I'm spending learning about all the content you can create, and there's so much more of it coming, you know, it's so we're creating a lot of squirrel chasers in the world right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, it also is ego shattering, right? To keep that there and remember it's not about you, because we do create a lot of content. And you're like, ooh, I liked what I said there. I put a fun twist on that. Nobody gives a shit.
Well, Matt,
or you have to make them give a shit. You have to make them give a shit through some other way.
Since we're creating members only content right now, I think this is a good discussion to share with everybody, because our audience, who are 35, 40, 45, 50-year-old men, you guys, like, fuck, man. They actually don't. If you're boring, nobody's paying attention to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm spending so much time on X and these platforms. There's a lot of smart fucking 20, 25, 30, 35-year-old bucks that are coming after the Keith Billouses and Matt Rouffs, because they're making entertaining, fun content every fucking second of the day.
Yep.
And if we're going to kind of, you know, if you're not creating something that's entertaining, there's somebody that is. Matt Rouff, Keith Bilous is. It's competitive. It's actually competitive.
It is competitive. Like so that's what it is. And that's what I kind of said earlier today, which is, with all the information that we have at our fingertips, the only way that you can rise above the noise and show value is by showing yourself. E-E-A-T-E.
Yeah. It's so true.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant, actually. Yeah.
Like, while AI makes it everybody, so with the knowledge in everybody's pocket becoming the great equalizer, how do you find a way to be different?
And I think what we talked about, you and I, on the show today, is the reality of what we have. We have the wisdom. Yes. We have life experience. You and I have talked about it before when we were talking about teaching young people how to do this stuff.
Yes.
They don't know how to put in a prompt or to describe an environment, because they don't know what mid-century modern is versus contemporary. Like, just they don't have the life experiences to add. That's the value that we add, is 53 years of life experience. And then we add on top of that this technology. Now, not only have we leveled the playing field with these young bucks, we've actually used our superpower of experience to rise above it.
So,
but only if we do it intentionally.
I was just going to say, only if done intentionally, right? So that's how we're showing up right now on our channel. Live, members only. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create a thumbnail for this. I'm going to put it there. You know, Keith and Matt were in the lab doing a teaching session. And if we get in the habit of doing this every Friday,
this will be fun. Yeah.
Right.
And it'll bring more people into. I mean, from a business, we're going to get over to the business conversation. I mean, that's what we're trying to do.
Well, there's teachings here. There's
value that people want to pay for.
There's teachings here. If somebody who's looking to build a business and wants to build on Descript, the tools that we're using, like, I'm just going to keep sharing the tools that we can every Friday. We can do here's a teaching thing, right? Absolutely happy to do that.
then we need to tell Descript and Higgsfield and Vail
Yes.
that we're doing it, so
Yes.
they know that we're out there promoting. Not that we're promoting their product and pushing it or whatever, but
No, but we
how
can
we're
make money
using the
though.
product.
So they have affiliate programs. So one of the ways we can
Mhm.
benefit, again, the lever of time is, you know, if somebody wants to use StreamYard or Higgsfield or these tools, if they use our link, we can get compensated for it. Little ways, right?
Okay.
So,
This
okay,
is
so I'm
cool.
going to stop the stream. I'm going to stop the stream right now.
Yeah. Okay. Stop. I do have one.
I do have something else I want to share with you, and let's do it on the show. Let's do it on the stream. Actually, this is an important one,
Okay.
and I want to give you some I want to give you some thumbnail feedback, and I want to show you how you can get ongoing thumbnail feedback from an expert that I know you know, but you just haven't probably thought about it. And I had a dull moment with it too. So let's start with the latter. Do your thumbnail, download it from Canva, upload it to a project inside of your Chat GPT called your YouTube specialist, and say, you are a YouTube specialist on thumbnails. Help me improve this thumbnail. Upload the thumbnail, and there's your feedback. It's fucking brilliant. It's like having a creative director in your pocket that'll help you make your thumbnail brilliant. But just some quick and dirty feedback on your thumbnails, just for me as watching as an outsider. I want to give you some feedback.
I
want
to hear it.
Yeah. Hold on, because I want to find this and I want to do a share screen so I can share with everybody else as well. I was sharing that, so I want to share here. Actually, and I'll go to my Roam so I can get us sharing there as well. Matt Rouff, and then we'll go. This is what I'm sharing. Boom. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go to a live. Let's find one of Matt's videos. Okay, so purpose is power. So I like the thumbnail. You are too small in it. So the emotional expression of your face, like look at my face here. Like you really, so this one here, you're too small. This one here is great. This one here, you can still crop in even more. Like the overcome one, right? This one here, like look at how small you are there compared to the other ones. Right? So look at you, Ripple. I don't even know there's a human being standing here. So think about me looking on mobile. I don't even see Matt there. I've lost you in small acts, big impact. And this one here is too much going on, too busy. So some initial feedback, your thumbs are too busy, too much going on, and you're too small.
Okay. So
some really well-performing thumbnails for me. Dad bod truth. Look at this one right here. Keith in a tank top. Now my face is small here, but I'm telling a story with the dad bod and the big bold words, and then the background is grayed out, transparently out. I fired him. 3 words, 2 big heads. Performed really well. Right? Right. So and if you look at my so this one's actually good. Never quit. What I would have done with this one is I would have cropped it on you even more, where your face was much closer. Right? Because again, Matt, we are very much a mobile user experience. People are getting you on their mobile. So look at your thumbs on the mobile, and your head is really small. You're lost here because your colors of what you're wearing is blending into everything behind you. Look at my no, right? My big head there, right? So just think about ways where and I would try to simplify your backgrounds, right? There's no question. Less is more in the world of YouTube with performance, right? Closer face, emotional. You want to connect. Very little words on your thumbnail. Like no more than 4 words. 3, 2, right? Really.
Yep. I think I've done that pretty well.
Yes.
But I have focused on the words and on the text and that kind of thing. But I appreciate, it's interesting because I have thought about that, and I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the advice. When I'm trying to create my visual brand part, we talked about that visual brand. the mountains, the lakes, the outdoors,
Yes.
the peaceful, serene kind of thing. I think of that as the environment, not necessarily the emotion on my face. So I've got to change that environment. That's why I'm focusing streams, rivers,
Yeah.
golden hour sunlight, coming over the mountain kind of stuff. But I'm missing that. And you're absolutely right when you think about it, because I know when I'm creating them, and I'm creating them in Canva, I'm creating them on my screen right in front of me, and it doesn't feel small. But when you see it it's small. So I get that.
One of our best performing shorts is the No Snooze You Don't Lose short. It's of a red. It's all in red. My face is like, I'm reaching out to the camera. It's 803 on the image. It's performed the best for subscriber conversion to views because there's an emotional connection to the title. Right. And on the small screen, you're like, oh, what the hell is going on there? Ask yourself, what's going on there? Why should I click? What's going on there? Why should I click? Right. So that's what you want to be thinking about again, because we're and also be thinking, if somebody's on their mobile and they're discovering your show, they're not discovering it through the thumbnail. They're discovering it through the live show. So they're discovering your show one of two ways. So on YouTube, they're discovering it either right here with that thumb there at the bottom, right?
Yep.
They're clicking on it, or they're discovering it by being in the shorts and doing this and landing on your show.
Now we know this.
You don't always get placed in the shorts feed.
Did you know in Suno you could change the
Right.
mood of a verse?
When you're performing well, YouTube puts
Like
you in the
this.
shorts feed. That's when we have numbers like, holy fuck, we're hitting 1,000 today. Because you show up in the shorts feed, somebody stumbles upon you, like, oh, I kind of like this.
YouTube is watching your numbers grow organically, and then it's like, we're going to promote this. We're going to promote this.
Yeah, there's a lot of signals going on, right?
Yeah.
At the top there's that live.
Yes.
Right? So now you go everything that's live.
I missed it, but I know what you mean.
You know what I mean,
Yeah.
right? So
yeah. So I've never done that. Like when I'm looking at YouTube, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I've never actually gone into just the live tab and watched what other people are doing as part of learning and seeing what I'm attracted to. How what catches my eye and learning.
So in many
from what's out
ways, I would invite you to spend some time this weekend just being a viewer of YouTube with your hat on backwards going, okay, but I'm also an owner of a YouTube channel. And what are my habits? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Right. Again, because we are a live channel that's vertical first. Live vertical first. That's not what YouTube's built for. YouTube's built for video YouTube is built for video lean back experiences. So we're actually swimming up the stream. That's fine because we need a platform for it, but that gives us a reason to stand out, which is why I liked your glasses today. Because when I'm scrolling, I stop. Oh, what's this? What's this? Right? So there's that scroll stop.
Yeah, and that's that coming around full circle. It's the last E in that eat, right? That entertaining, right? What's gonna scroll stop? What's gonna
Yes.
And I'm swimming upstream against 30-year-old jack dudes and hot chicks.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Right?
Yeah. And then there was one more thing I wanted.
I'm freaking handsome as hell, and people.
No, it's true though. No, but I know. But you're right though. Yeah, we need to few people, because here's what I've learned, Matt. People are looking for a place to belong with live. Look at our community, because I know we're recording right now. Like, if and when Bernard sees this, he's like, I was looking for a community and I found one that I like, and I'm going to spend time here. I've learned all we need to do is get somebody to have a taste. And like, oh, I kind of like this. It's entertaining. It's empowering. It's different than what I've seen. I'm going to stick around or I'm going to come back.
Yeah.
Which leads me to this. I don't know how much time you spend, and this is teaching to everybody, but it's also teaching to you. And it's a good reminder for me because I got away from it. I wasn't prepared for today's show as much as I wanted to be. And even Jimmy noticed, but I didn't care. I don't mean I didn't care, but it's because I was obsessing over the last few days over thumbnails. Thumbnails and titles the end of the day are the most important parts of our show. Because there's no reason for somebody to want to come be curious about our title or our thumbnail, the content within the wrappers, nobody hears it.
It's interesting.
Like you need to be spending.
So I've had similar but almost opposite experiences too, and you saw it when you gave me the feedback the last time we had a session like this, which was, dude, you're not being yourself. You're spending too much time in the research. I was doing so much preparation and getting nerded out on data and making sure I was reflecting when I talk about like my kindness spotlight, making sure like I knew that organization inside and out, that I wasn't thinking about how I was presenting it. I was presenting it as a talking head. It was good information. So I'm looking for that balance. Today, I got to be honest with you, I did much less than I typically do, but my show was awesome. I felt like it was one of the best shows, if not my best show so far.
It was great.
Personally.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with you. I watched it today. It was
because I brought the energy. I did because I went to that show. I went to that community concert last night in town here. Usually that's the time I'm sitting there obsessing about my bullet points and what I'm doing. I just freaking managed it yesterday. I ran my mega prompt in Manus that we talked about doing. Ran it, uploaded it to a Google Doc as my transcript or as my teleprompter, essentially. Read it last night right before I went to bed. Woke up this morning while I'm drinking my coffee, kind of read it again, put my sunglasses on and turned on the camera.
Brilliant. You're supporting what we're saying even more. And here's why. Because today's show was the best, you think, and you showed up with some charisma, some character, some entertainment. All you need to do is to get somebody to you then. Because once they get to you, you can hook them in like a fish. Because the ones that don't want to be there, you don't care. You don't want them there anyways.
Right.
Right? So if you can drop a fucking kick-ass thumbnail and come to the table with that confidence and that fucking sunglasses and a great title, and somebody comes to your show and they're like, oh, I kind of like what's going on here. You got them. Boom. If you got a boring thumbnail, but you're entertaining, nobody sees the entertaining Matt.
No one's going to click it anyway, right?
Exactly correct.
I got you.
Right? So, I enjoyed your show today, right? And you keep going that path, keep it entertaining, and we keep improving the thumbnails, right? So
one thing was I started playing with it earlier in the week, and then I stopped. And I'm hoping that I can have time to carve out time. I'm going to try to figure out how I can stand up.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I'm laughing because John teased me because I'm at a standing sitting desk. Right.
Yeah,
so I've had to raise everything on my desk so I could.
Well, I have to think about my environment too. I've thought about that, and I tweaked stuff over the. I still have work to do on that. I don't like the white wall, all the stuff, but that'll come with time too. That's just showing up every day, progress over 100%. Perfection, and trying stuff. But as I watch you and I watch you move around, right? I think I'll get away from doing this because I feel like I have to stay in with my hand motions.
Yes.
I feel like because I'm sitting here and I'm in a vertical screen and I'm this face, I don't have space. I actually don't have visual space to create anything of real interest with my hands. Otherwise, I just end up standing. I feel like I'm standing here just talking into the screen. So I'm going to figure it out. But I think if I stand back a little bit, get from, mid stomach up, I've got more physical space to gesture.
Well,
and that'll get me away from my Bill Clinton.
I think that you'll just find yourself having more energy too. Not that you don't have energy now, but there's just something about standing where there's an energy about it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You're moving around. Yeah. I mean, just to stay on balance, right? As you're talking.
Yeah.
You know that from giving professional presentations, right? When you're sitting at a desk presenting amongst a group, it's a lot different than when you're standing in front of a crowd or you're on a stage.
Maybe maybe the simple fix, Matt, is just is it simply adding some boxes like underneath your setup, just for right now? Oh, there's global.
Hey, buddy. That's awesome. Somebody joined us.
Global, are you there? Because we're actually testing right now. This is actually great. So Global.
I don't see what you're doing. I'm still in Rome, but you go.
Yeah. So my Rome, I think my Rome crashed, Matt. Yeah, my Rome did crash. Global. The live page provided. Not that it matters, but audio is good and screen is black.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well,
It does matter.
Yeah, well, this is a learning experience for everybody, but I appreciate you being here and checking it out, which is can you see us now, Global? I think Global's name is Mike, isn't it? I think it's Mike. I think it's Mike. Isn't it? I don't want to root AV 5x5. Oh, Mike. Yeah, it is Mike. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I do.
Hey, Mike.
Okay. Hey, Mike. Michael. There you go. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Good. We've been doing some teaching, man. We've been teaching, doing some coaching here, behind the scenes coaching. And you know what, Matt? I'm going to leave names out of this, just out of respect for the person. I dropped an email in your inbox today that I said, hey, we should talk about it. And what we are doing right now very much leads back to that email.
Okay.
Because that individual whose email that I shared with you charges $497 a year to do stuff, or $1,500 a month for coaching. So again, we've been talking about this, our business model. Like we do a Friday session like this and invite people to it, and we put our price point around it, like we're talking about. I think that is that's the way to go about it.
I see your email.
I'm being a little cryptic on purpose right now, actually.
No, I get it. I see who you're talking. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I jumped in.
Yeah. And it's not because of Michael Global, it's because of the recording part. I just I have nothing that I wouldn't say in front of. I just want to be respectful of.
Sure.
Right. But
that's integrity, sure.
Yes. $500 for a year or $1,500 a month. And the access to $1,500 a month is coaching, I think every 2 weeks, coaching 15 minutes, access to weekly live sessions, and access to relationship capital. It's all the same thing we have in the Mornings in the Lab Live Network, Matt Rouff. So for $1,500 a month, you get to join the network. You get access to this session you and I just did. Today was the first one. This is going to sit behind the members wall. So every Friday we're going to do a learning session. And Michael, you're actually listening to behind the scenes right now of the building of the. So if your ears are up, I invite you to hear it. But that I think is what it is, brother. I think it's something like that, Matt. It's $1,500 a month. Whether you and I want to include a show in that, or whether we want to keep that separate, whether we want to charge $1,500 a month, it's access to the once a week coaching like we're doing right now. And let's face it, as you keep learning, you'll be delivering these too. It's not just going to be Keith. Right. So
exactly.
And they're on demand, right? They're recorded, they're on demand. So every week we do a show. You get access to our relationship capital. Matt, we've had hundreds of people that have gone through our show.
Yep.
Right. So
yeah, we have a huge network, right there in our database. Absolutely. We have the database. We have all the tools. We know how to make the things work. We have your knowledge that's becoming my knowledge in terms of how the process works. We have workflows.
Yep. You start a YouTube channel on the network. Start a Substack if you choose to do that, which gets your podcast side of things. Will help you produce the show. I think that. So I know we've talked about this ad nauseum, and we've talked about the pricing around it. What that person's email did for me was just give some further validity and clarification on pricing and on value, direction. On the direction and the value of it.
Yeah. I mean, the private group concept of the $500 per year, right?
Yes.
That's being part of the network, part of the group.
Yes.
That's your highest level, basically, subscription on YouTube idea, right?
Yes. That's exactly right. Yeah.
And then the private, the $1,500 a month, that's the big one. That's where you're getting a show, you're getting.
Well, so right now,
one-on-one coaching.
Right now, we're charging $2,000 to buy a show on the network, right? So whether we want to have an entry level price point where it's $1,500 no show, right? You get the knowledge. There you go, Matt. So think about the Home Depot model, right? So you get all the knowledge.
It's DIY for
Yes.
$1,500 a month,
Yes.
or we'll give us an extra $5 and we'll DI with you.
Or maybe it's an extra $1,000, maybe it's extra $2,500 a month. Maybe we've been undercutting ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. But the reality, but that's just so that what's nice about
The other
this,
way to do it is get it out there and test it too.
which serves it
try
back to the beginning of our conversation, these ads that I'm working on, which actually serves back to our time right now. So maybe let's work towards wrapping it up.
Yeah, absolutely. I did have one specific
please.
question for you related to something I'm doing right now, which is this week was the first week I streamed outside of YouTube. I added my Facebook channel and I added my LinkedIn profiles, whatever. Streaming to my profiles are coming up in the feed. Can't figure out how to get a thumbnail into LinkedIn. Right now, when my LinkedIn comes up, I add the thumbnail in StreamYard, but then it shows as this weird, odd gray square only on LinkedIn when you're scrolling up through. There's no thumbnail. And then the other question about that is, does it make sense to create live events within every day? Create a live event.
Yeah. So what we'll do
in Facebook and
what I think
LinkedIn.
we might want to do, and it's up to you if we want to add it to it's really up to you with how it works to your workflow. So so the answer is yes. You add the live event on LinkedIn because that's where the thumbnail goes. Right. So Jimmy does that for us. Right. So Jimmy could easily add yours as well if yours is done, where he's adding all 4 of them, right? 2 vertical, 2 horizontal, right? So when Jimmy goes in to add, he would need your Matt Rouff login details to LinkedIn, but that's exactly what he does for us. Is he logs into.
So you have to actually go back into LinkedIn and add it. Like on StreamYard, when I add the thumbnail to YouTube, I hit save and it goes to YouTube. But for LinkedIn, you have to go back into the native platform and add the thumbnail there.
There's we're.
I don't know.
No, I do know. I'm not doing the best way of explaining it. Jimmy would. So there's I need to see how.
I'll take to Jimmy on the side too. I have no problem.
Well, I need to see.
I don't need him to do it. I can take the 5 seconds to do it.
Yeah,
it's not hard. It's knowing what to do.
You're going to want to set it up as an event. You're going to want to take the StreamYard link, add the StreamYard link to the. So it's not a LinkedIn event. You're gonna add the link to the LinkedIn event, so that people are actually going to go to your YouTube page instead of the LinkedIn live event. So right now you're probably streaming it as a LinkedIn live event. What you want to do is you want to stream it as a StreamYard live event. It's semantics, but it's important semantics.
Right, exactly, because we want everything to funnel through the YouTube vertical. Going back to the start of our conversation.
So we'll get. What we'll do is we'll do a 3-way with Jimmy, and we'll explain. And so Jimmy, because and Jimmy would be the best one to re-explain it to you.
I have no problem. You know me. I'll try it.
Yeah, 100%.
So whatever, it may or may not work. So that's
excuse me. Right. I'll get Jimmy to show you. Okay.
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right.
This was awesome, Keith. Thank you so much. Hey, Mike Global, if you're still out there, thanks for joining.
Oh, yeah, he's here. He's here. So Synchronous 2025, you're on target with this channel. Yeah, price is not an issue if it's explained to you. That's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. Yeah, so Mike, we're just talking synchronicity 2025. You are on target with channel. Beautiful. Price is not an issue if it is explained to the client. Totally. Yeah. Well, that's just it, Mike, is that we are looking for people like, for example, if you wanted to start like a YouTube channel or build your personal brand, or I'm not suggesting you are, but if that's what you were looking to do, we're like, hey, come do it with us. And go about it a different way than what others are going about it, which is an old way. And man, I just scroll through LinkedIn and I look at all these people that I'm like, oh my god, man, boring.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, Matty, I'm gonna stop the YouTube stream. Right. Thanks, Mike, for coming out, brother. Hold on, Matt. Yeah, Global, Mike. I'll talk to you later, okay, pal. We're gonna end the stream. Cheers, brother.